What if the biggest prison you're living in isn't around you, but behind you? You replay that conversation you wish you'd handled differently. That career move you didn't take. That relationship you let slip away. Your past mistakes have become the lens through which you see every present moment, distorting what's possible into what you think you deserve. The ancient Stoics understood this deeply. You're not haunted by what happened. You're haunted by the story you keep telling yourself about what happened. Think about how this plays out. You're presenting an idea in a meeting, but there's this voice reminding you of that project you failed. You meet someone new, but you're still wearing the armor from the last time you were hurt. You hesitate before taking risks because your mental highlight reel only shows you the times things went wrong. Your regrets aren't just memories, they're active participants in every decision you make today. The weight of this is exhausting. You know you can't change the past, yet you spend enormous energy wishing you could. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Your regrets aren't blocking your path forward. They're revealing exactly where your path needs to go. That mistake you can't let go of isn't a dead end. It's information. But here's the critical distinction. The Stoics didn't say, everything happens for a reason. They said something far more empowering. Your judgment about what happened matters infinitely more than what happened. The question isn't whether your regret is justified, it's whether it's useful. You're standing at a crossroads most people don't realize exists. You can continue letting your past write your present, or you can start doing what every Stoic practiced, separating what happened from the story you've built around it. Consider someone who made a poor financial decision that led to debt. For years, every spending choice is colored by that mistake. They tell themselves they're just not good with money. They avoid opportunities requiring investment. The original mistake happened once, but they've recreated its impact thousands of times through their interpretation. Now watch what happens with Stoic reframing. The debt exists, that's fact. But I'm bad with money is judgment. I'll never recover is projection. What actually happened was a decision made with incomplete information by a version of themselves who didn't have the knowledge they have now. That's it. The Stoics weren't asking you to gaslight yourself into positivity. They were teaching you to see clearly, and when you see clearly, you realize something liberating. The past happened. But the meaning you give it is happening right now, which means you can change it right now. If you're recognizing your own patterns in this, pause here and like this video, not as a passive gesture, but as a declaration of your intention to rewrite what's been written. Every time you challenge an old story about yourself, you're practicing the mental sovereignty the Stoics spent lifetimes cultivating. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." And then, we cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond. He's not saying think positive thoughts. He's saying you have absolute authority over your response, even when you had no control over what occurred. This is crucial because regret lives entirely in the response zone. The event is over, finished, but your response to it, that's active, that's today. Seneca reinforces this. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Think about your deepest regrets. How much of their power comes from imagining the alternative reality where you made a different choice? You've created an entire parallel universe where you're happier, and you're comparing your actual life to this fantasy. That comparison is the suffering. Here's what this looks like. You regret not pursuing a creative passion when you were younger because now you're too old. The Stoic approach isn't to say it's never too late. It's to recognize that every moment you spend in regret is a moment you're not spending developing that skill now. Your past in action is done. Your present in action is choice. But here's where most people miss the deeper layer. The Stoics didn't just want you to feel better. They wanted you to use your past as a training ground for wisdom. Your regrets are a catalogue of your values revealing themselves. You only regret what matters to you. That relationship you lost tells you that connection is sacred. That risk you didn't take reveals that courage matters. That time you acted from fear shows you what kind of person you want to be. Your regrets are actually a map back to your authentic self. When you stop using regret as self-punishment and start using it as self-knowledge, everything changes. Someone who regrets yelling at their child can spend years in shame, or they can recognize, I value patience. That value was violated. What conditions led to that? What can I change now? The regret becomes fuel for becoming the parent they want to be, not evidence they're a bad parent. You're taking the exact same past event and transforming its function. It goes from proof of your inadequacy to proof of your values, from a weight to a compass. When you understand yourself this clearly, sharing this perspective becomes an act of service. Think about someone wrestling with their own past who needs to hear that their mistakes don't define them, that their story can be rewritten. Pass this forward to someone ready to stop being a prisoner of what was and start being an author of what comes next. And here's what the Stoics knew that modern psychology is confirming. Your brain doesn't distinguish well between vividly imagining something and experiencing it. Every time you replay your regret, you're reliving it neurologically. You're practicing failure, shame, limitation. But that mechanism works in reverse. When you practice reframing, you're building new neural pathways. This is why Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in the world, spent his evenings writing reminders about these principles. He knew that left unattended, the mind defaults to practiced patterns. Your regret has years of practice. Your new interpretation needs repetition. The practice is simple but not easy. When a regret surfaces, you pause. You separate fact from story. You ask, what value does this reveal? And then, how can I honor that value today? Someone who betrayed a friendship doesn't erase it by wishful thinking. They honor it by becoming the kind of friend who wouldn't make that choice now. They let the regret teach them about loyalty, integrity, showing up. The past mistake becomes the foundation of present character. You're not defective for having regrets. You're human. But you are powerful in how you hold those regrets. The Stoics weren't superhuman. They were humans who practiced a radically different relationship with their internal experience. Right now, you're at the same choice point you've been at hundreds of times. But maybe with new eyes. Will you continue letting your past write your present? Or will you start writing a new story with the same facts, but a transformed interpretation? Remember where we started. The biggest prison isn't around you, but behind you. But that prison exists only as long as you keep building it with every repetition of the old story. You have the key. You've always had it. It's called interpretation. It's called response. It's called agency. Your past happened. That's unchangeable. But what it means about who you are and what's possible, that's being written right now. The ancient Stoics didn't overcome regrets by denying them. They transformed them by refusing to be defined by them. You're not rewriting history. You're rewriting your relationship to history. And in that rewriting, you discover something the Stoics knew with certainty. The person who made those past mistakes and the person you're becoming aren't the same person. The question isn't whether you can let go of your regrets. It's whether you'll keep giving them more power than your present choices. Because every moment you choose differently is evidence that you already have changed. Stop building walls. Start living. The Stoics are waiting to show you how.